really delayed? Apparently, the Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q. It's Q-U-E. You idiot.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I had a private message from my co-host, Dr. Big Mac, that makes no sense. It's probably out of context. Apologies for that. If you're with us live tonight, you understand that this is a common occurrence. If you're listening on the replay, same goes. This is the Friday Rewind live Tuesday here, July 28th. Myself and Dr. Big Mac. No Chief Big Gay Bobby tonight. Nope. He's on vacation in a wigwam or something.
But tonight he went to Delaware. Who goes to Delaware to go on vacation?
Delaware. Well, that's a Native American name, so that tracks. Wilmington, Delaware.
Yeah.
There's nice beaches in Delaware. Don't you put your nose up at the second.
They can't say plural. There's no way there can be plural beaches in Delaware to go to. There must be one beach.
Dewey, Rehoboth. That's 2. Bitch tits.
Wow.
Speaking of bitch tits, on tonight's agenda, we're going to start with Lebron to Philly. We're going to catch up on that news and how it reflects on the Celtics, now it impacts the Celtics. The Red Sox did make a move at the deadline, which immediately blew up in their face, so we'll talk about that. 10 questions from around Patriots training camp. Thank God the real sports have started again. Dr. Big Mac's mystery laugh box. That's always a fun hoot. I have no idea.
You're going to like this. I think you're going to like it. You're in a good mood tonight. You might like this.
We'll see. Simplest Minds of the Week, as always, to close out the show. This is the Simple Mind Sports Show, Friday Rewind, live Tuesday, July.
Wow.
July 28th. I am in a good mood. Welcome to the show.
I got something troubling on my mind. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something.
If you're watching on YouTube, apologies from myself and Dr. Big Back. No devilishly handsome Bobby. We would never say that to his face. He actually looks quite boyish in person. But him not on the screen really does bring down the quality. So apologies for that.
And I'm going to sweat through my shirt tonight.
Yeah, I made him turn his fan off, so it could get ugly by the end here.
Sure, might come off.
If you're listening, let's do it. Let's go boobs out. If you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, please go ahead, hit the subscribe, hit the like, hit the share. That's what all the algos like these days. The old share. Hey, buddy, you'll like this. They're talking about bitch tits. You'll like this. Share it with your buddy that likes titty bitches. And always tell your friends, tell your mothers. This is the Simple Mind Sports Show. We're gonna start Lebron to Philly. Little basketball. Ooh, let me see that jiggle again. Look at that. That's nice. Get those old turkey legs. LeBron to Philly made the announcement, the second announcement from LeBron James on Friday, last Friday before the weekend, that he is heading to Philadelphia to join the 76ers on a minimum deal, 2-year, $7.95 million deal with a player option at the end. The immediate reaction to this was, of course, yuck. Just fucking yuck. I have 2.5 angles to come to the story I'd like to talk about. Let's start with just LeBron James and what a beautiful cap on a career that was era defining and player empowerment, player business, super team, just me first era that was the LeBron James era. That, as a side, I think we can say is fading away, either due to new NBA rules or players just kind of being sick of it. But for LeBron James in his final move to go to fucking Philadelphia to join Joel Embiid, Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Edgecombe, his last quote unquote super team. You can debate me on whether it's going to work or not. I have my doubts, but there's no doubt that this is a quote unquote super team, the last of which we may see for a while in the NBA. Just such almost unpredictable gutless behavior from LeBron with this decision. Miami would have made sense. Cleveland would have been the most romantic decision. I heard Minnesota being floated around. The Warriors joining Steph would have made sense from a gutless standpoint. But this, Raymond, is about as low as you can go as if you're LeBron James in terms of on the gutless radar. Like purely the most talent, like chasing a ring in Philadelphia. It's just so gross to me. And the fact that it probably won't work, which I'm happy to talk about.
Oh, it won't work. I don't think it will work at all. I
don't want to talk about that yet, though. Just the decision to join that team from LeBron James is fucking pathetic. It's gross and pathetic to me.
Yeah, it's something that he does. So I'm not surprised he goes to the super teams. He did that in Miami. So why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he go to a super team and try to win another championship? Because he's ring chasing at this point in his career. He's 41. He doesn't care. He's going to a team that he's going to dominate. He's going to play point guard there. And he's going to just, be with his boys and just hopefully rack up win after win, because that's the easiest path to get to a championship. He doesn't want to do the hard thing anymore. He doesn't want to go to a team where he was in Miami, where he wasn't going to be the flashiest player, because you only have Giannis there and you only have Bam Adebayo. You can go to Philly and you could have a star-studded 5-man roster right there in the starting lineup, and you're just going to dominate the whole time.
It's not even ring chasing though, and they're not even his buddies. Like you look at the options there, and sure, they should be a favorite to come out of the East, and they based on their starting five alone, they should compete for a title, and maybe he wins a title there, and that would be massive for the city of Philadelphia. Do we think the city of Philadelphia is going to embrace LeBron James as their savior at 42 years old on a minimum deal? Or do you think that team's going to be more of a Joel Embiid, Maxey, who's been there for longer, even Jaylen Brown, who is arguably the most talented player on the team at this point in their career? It's not LeBron's team. It's not like he's white knighting in to save them. They haven't failed in this iteration to win a championship. They just fucking got Jaylen Brown, who was supposed to be that guy to give him over the hump. So I don't even get that from LeBron's standpoint of like being the white knight.
If you go to any social media or not social media, but any Philadelphia 76ers like photo that they've been doing, he is front and center in every single one. I know they haven't done any player introductions or anything like that, but everyone's making it out like it's LeBron's team at 41 years old. And how do you feel? How do you think Jaylen Brown feels? I don't know if you want to get to it now or you want to wait a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it. Go for it.
You wanted to be the guy. I mean, you're going to Philadelphia. You probably were the second option with Maxey there. I mean, Embiid's always injured. Maybe comes back and has that resurgence for the playoffs, but he never plays a full 82-game season. So it's probably going to be Maxey and Brown, like 1A, 1B, like over here in Boston. And now he's probably third, fourth option now with LeBron coming here. Probably not sitting very well for Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I think I have mixed feelings about this. I think when he left Boston, like we all had the idea that he wanted his own team. I think this year he is going to be fueled by spite, so I give it half a chance to work. I just think the play styles are going to get in the way of each other.
Play style egos.
No, first year of these type of things, egos are generally not the problem. It's like years 2 and 3 that's a problem. The first year, it's like play style. So if LeBron James truly wants to go point guard, I can see that, except Maxey needs the ball in his hands to be effective. He's not an off-the-ball player. Jaylen Brown needs the ball in his hands to be effective. Joel Embiid, less so. He's 7 feet tall. He can pick and whatever else, but we know he wants the ball and he wants to play like Jaylen Brown. And obviously LeBron James, for his entire career, has disrupted offenses and systems because he needs the ball. So you have 4 guys, and Edgecombe's game is all basically on the ball. So even as a young player who maybe he can adapt and be a corner 3 guy, but that's 4 guys 3 damn near max salaries, 2 max salaries. Maxey is damn near close. And LeBron James, who obviously we understand what LeBron James is. That's 4 guys. You're right. Ego is certainly going to be there, but just play style. I don't know how they do it. And I don't even know their coach's name, young
Nick Nurse.
Oh, yeah, Nick Nurse. Who was I thinking? Who was I thinking of? Oh, the Cleveland coach. I still have Cleveland on the brain.
Yeah.
I would have actually tipped a little bit of my cap to LeBron if he went back to Cleveland, who is still a good team. He could have white knighted into Cleveland. He would have put them up another notch.
Yeah, you could have done that either there or Miami. Those were the 2 choices I thought it was going to be. I didn't think Golden State was ever an option because they're all old over there. Like Steph Curry, he's probably got another 2-3 years left. Then you got Al Horford, Porzingis.
Even then, I would have been like, all right, team old guys, go for it. Let's see Bron and Steph try to pull one out of the hat. That would have been entertaining to me. This is not entertaining to me. This is gluttonous, disgusting nonsense from LeBron James. And I hope it collapses in their face. And for all the reasons we just said, it maybe will. It's a lot of fucking talent.
Are you surprised by it? Like, are you literally like, if you look at it, are you surprised that he chose?
No, you're probably right. No, not really. Based on his career track record. I just thought like
this is Miami all over again. Like he's going there to do his super team.
Yeah, but
where he can just walk to a finals. But I don't.
At least then he didn't have a championship. He had failed at getting a championship. This was truly trying to go get champ. He's got 4. He went to 10. He's 4-6, right? He went to 10.
Yeah.
He's got 4 championships. It's like one more ring with the 76ers is not going to do anything to LeBron James' legacy.
No.
So he'll be 5-6, whatever. Like if he wins, they'll probably go and lose to San Antonio or OKC. He'll have one more finals loss on his record. So
I don't think they're going to make it there.
They might not. I just don't think that going to Philly and doing anything of note there is going to add anything to his legacy. It would have if he went home, and it would have if he probably to a lesser degree to Miami. That's why I thought, he's the he wants the headline and the storyline, and those have romantic elements to it, and that would have made more sense if you wanted to go out.
Go home, go to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Like, this is my last run and do it where I all started. That'll probably, I think I would have done golf clap and like, oh, that's great.
A little golf clap.
Miami, same thing. Hey, I'm going back to South Beach and my career, retirement. That's where everyone goes to retire. I'm going down there. This is it.
Yep. Familiar feeling. Yep.
Philly?
No. And shame on you, Philly. Shame on you, Philly fans, for adapting that. I heard a lot of talk about, if LeBron to Boston. I can honestly say I would have had a very hard time rooting for LeBron James in Boston.
I think you would have quit sports. You would have quit watching sports.
It might have ended me. It might have ended me.
Well, you probably still would have watched Patriots, but everything else, you've been like, I'm done. I'm out.
It would have been bad. So shame on you, Philly. So there you go. That's gross. The second point I wanted to make on this is the actual financials of it, of which we've been told by Brad Stevens and the new Boston Celtics ownership that they need optionality. In the new apron era of the NBA, you can't put 70% of your cap into 2 players, even though that's exactly what they're doing with Paul George and Jason Tatum. So I look at this move by the 76ers in their offseason and I go, maybe you can. Maybe you can. Let me just give you the example here. The super team in the NBA, Joel Embiid makes $57.9 million per year. Jaylen Brown makes $57.7 million a year. Maxey makes $40.7 million a year. That right there, now I'm not a mathematician, but if you're talking about a cap and the $209 million first apron cap with the 76ers are, I don't know, someone do the division for me. That's pretty damn near close to 70%, if not more. Shit. It's a lot. Then you got Edgecombe at 11.6. You got Dean Wade at $9 million. Anfernee Simons, which was a solid pickup for that team as well. This is what happens when you build super teams. You get these guys to come in at low deals, including LeBron James at a minimum deal. Anfernee Simons at $6 million. They got Caldwell Pope, who's a nice role player for him. So just that alone, Embiid, Maxey, Edgecombe, Brown, you're looking at over $100+ million. I was told that you couldn't do that. I was told that that's not smart to do. But Philly somehow was able to do it.
You'd say that when you're the cheapest guy in the room, and you say that, so then the fans will get mad at you.
Understood. I guess that's true. I'd like to compare and contrast that to the Celtics roster for this year. Jason Tatum making $58.4 million, Paul George making $54 million, Derek White making $30 million, Mitchell Robinson making $15 million, Sam Hauser making $10 million, Payton Pritchard at $7.7 million, and then from there you got a bunch of scrubs. Ron Hart all making about $2 million. Ron Harper is at $3 million. Ron Harper, the rookie, Chris Cenac, Hugo Gonzalez, Luka Garza, Scheierman, Queta, Conley, Jordan Walsh. I know Queta and Walsh just signed extensions, but this year they're all at $2 million. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys at the end of the bench making dog shit money.
But they're all role players, Rich. They can go in there and give
how
some
many?
solid 5
Just
minutes.
real quick, remind me, Raymond. How many players actually can line up for the basketball team at the court at one time?
5.
5. Okay, let's do this. Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, Maxey, Edgecombe, and LeBron James. Pretty good. Versus Jason Tatum, Paul George, Derek White, Mitchell Robinson, Sam Hauser. Who you got in that matchup?
I would go with Philadelphia on that one. Rich.
They seem a little bit. They seem to be a little bit
stacked.
overwhelming there. And just real quick to hammer home the point on this money, just looking ahead in terms of how they're managing this and cap allocations, and we're all, they haven't said this, but we're getting the gist that the Celtics' new ownership want to avoid tax penalties. In 2026, the Philadelphia 76ers and the Celtics are both capped at the first apron, which is $209 million. They can't go above that. Currently, the Sixers are scheduled to pay $206.8 million, and they're looking at a tax bill of $6.5 million. In 2027, they're on the books for $211 million. That will not have any taxes associated to it. And in 2028, $211 million, which actually clears $10 million in tax base. Compare that to the Celtics, who this year are at $198 million. So you're $7 million less. You know what the tax threshold is for the NBA? $199 million.
Oh.
And they're at 198.72. Sorry, maybe the tax threshold's at 200 now. It's close. They're right there, and they're not going beyond it. But it doesn't help them unless they move more money off next year. You understand? Your team's going to get worse in terms of talent. Paul George would be the big one, but they got to be able to move that deal next year. 2027, their money on the books is $219 million. They're staring at an $8.6 million tax next year unless they move Paul George's money or Derek White or somebody else. They have work to do. Next year, Philly has all these guys again, and they're out of the tax.
I don't think that's right, though. I don't think that's right because Jaylen Brown needs to sign that extension.
The extension doesn't kick in for 3 years.
Oh, good point. Shit. Fuck. Yeah, you're right.
So the Celtics did not want, the Celtics are pulling the Red Sox. They want short-term deals. They want predictable profitability for their company. This is what you are going to look at in the future of the Celtics. Jason Tatum will be your only long-term asset, and even he will become expendable very soon from the business standpoint of this ownership group. Paul George is all but gone next year. We're not going to cry tears for him. I understand that, but the money doesn't make sense. Derek White, he's on his way out. You are going to see short-term deals for the Boston Celtics, avoiding those tax penalties from here on out. And all I'm saying is, I don't even know if they have to do it that way because the 76ers just got Embiid, Brown, Maxey, and LeBron, and they're not even looking at a tax next year.
It's insane. That's insane.
But God forbid they don't have the depth of Jordan Walsh, Mike Conley, Scheierman, Luka Garza, and Hugo Gonzalez. The depth, Raymond, the depth.
Is it the depth or did the two star players hate each other?
Well, I don't think they hated each other. I understand that. I think they got sick of each other.
I don't know. Did you see what Tatum said at the basketball camp the other day?
I did. It's the whole be the smartest guy in the room.
I don't like the people being the smartest guy in the room. I'd rather learn from people instead of people trying to, I don't know how he said it, but pretty much it was throwing shit at Jaylen Brown.
He said in order to be a leader, you don't need to be the smartest guy in the room. You want to be learning from people around. And then he said, I don't want to be around people who think they're the smartest guy in the room. You pair that with Colin Cowherd, who had reports from NBA executives that described Jaylen Brown's personality as the smartest guy in the room as a disease. That he rubbed people the wrong way. And everybody knows this guy. Everybody knows this guy. They just kind of come off as arrogant and standoffish. And certainly that was our experience with Jaylen Brown. Every time he spoke and didn't feel respected and blah, blah, blah. The guy was aggrieved since the second he got here and kept telling everybody how smart he was. I understand that. I still don't think they hate each other. I don't think Jason Tatum's a guy that hates somebody. I think he's too soft to hate somebody.
So
and I don't think Brown hated Tatum
dislike.
either. I think they got sick of it. I think Brown got sick of the treatment Tatum was getting. I don't think it's anything personal. I think Tatum's probably more personally aggravated by the fact that Jaylen Brown's personality is hard to take.
Yeah, very hard to take.
I think Jaylen Brown will probably play on 4 or 5 more teams for the rest of his career. He is going to rub people the wrong. He's going to be almost a near billionaire, truly smarter than probably everybody in the room. Like actually, intellectually, he's probably is smarter than everybody. And then he comes off that way. And he has more money than you. He's probably going to run his way out of a lot of towns on his way out of his end of his career here.
I think Philly is going to be a short stay.
Yeah, it may completely blow up there. That's for sure. Either way, you look at the trade that Brad Stevens made to get the pain in the ass that is Jaylen Brown, uber talented pain in the ass that is Jaylen Brown, out of town, taking pennies on the dollar. You can say it directly landed LeBron James in Philadelphia and put a big, massive roadblock for you getting back to the championship for the next year or two in Jason Tatum's prime. All those things can be true.
I don't think the second part's true, but okay.
Okay, gentlemen's bet. You think the Celtics or the 76ers head-to-head matchups? Who do you think? I got Sixers.
Can we go, instead of going head-to-head, can we say who goes further in the playoffs?
No.
Damn it.
No.
Let
me just ask you the very simple question. If the Sixers play the Celtics in the playoffs again this year, who wins?
Celtics.
Okay. I'll take the gentleman's bet on that. I will take the Sixers. And fine. Gentleman's bet, I'll take them going further in the playoffs as well.
Perfect. Timestamp. Rich is a 76ers fan.
You just made me bet on Joel Embiid, who's
I know.
And LeBron James. I
know. This is awesome. And I hope Kyrie gets traded there too.
Jaylen Brown really went on my shit list a lot recently too. God, if Kyrie goes there, I'm about to kill myself. All right, we went long there on the Celtics talk, LeBron talk. We'll be right back with some Red Sox. If you're with us live, stick around. We've got some Red Sox commentary. If you're watching this on the replay, hit subscribe for us and hit the share button. Send it to your Sixers fan. Tell them that they're pathetic. Butch.
I was getting late. Lights began to fade.
The Boston Red Sox swung a trade before the deadline. Reports are they're not done yet. However, we're going to focus on the trade that they made that has completely blown up in their face. Not their fault.
I wish I went to the text exchange and been like, ha, I was right, Rich, the whole time.
Not their fault. I'll tell you right off the bat, I do have mixed feelings on this, but the fact that I am a natural contrarian and everyone's immediate response for this was, oh, fucking overpay, loser, Breslow, it just immediately got my back up. And it's just not as bad as you think it is. At this point, everyone has heard the deal. I'll give it to you. Young Conley early was traded to the Washington Nationals for infielder Chris Meade, who then in his first game took a pitch off the wrist and is now on the 10-day IL with a broken wrist.
Yeah, so he's done for the season.
Well, those things are weird in baseball. We'll see.
A fractured wrist. You're going to think he's coming back.
Broken is not fractured, number one. The degrees to baseball, all sports industries, the degrees to injuries are wild. The fact that it's a 10-day IL should tell you something.
Well, these people do that and then they move the rock. I don't know. Anyways, go on.
Yeah, look, the Red Sox should not be trusted on injuries, especially this year, considering what
with Roman Anthony
and Crochet are doing. So we'll see how it goes. But look, I got a lot of words here about these two guys. We went long on the Celtics, the segment before us. If you're not watching us live, go check out the Celtics segment. It's going to be more in depth than this one. I'm going to give it to you plainly. The Meade kid is a 25-year-old infielder, 25-year-old journeyman, which you don't hear a lot of, was DFA'd by 3 or 4 teams before he got to the Nationals. Completely adjusted his swing once he got to Washington, and through the first half of this year was hitting the shit out of the ball on a team that was hitting the shit out of the ball. Okay, he got traded to the Red Sox, who have needed a right-handed power bat all season long. They thought they were going to get Bregman. They didn't get Bregman. They needed it before they got Bregman. They needed a right-handed bat. So they identified this kid who has question marks around him, but high upside with term, and he's cheap. And what did they trade for him? A young pitcher who has high upside, term, and is cheap, of which the Red Sox have a surplus. The Washington Nationals have a surplus of hitters. This is called a baseball trade. I give you something that I have a bunch of. You give me something you have a bunch of. Was it an overpay for the Red Sox? Yes, because young lefty pitching is more of a premium than hitting in baseball, even though a power right-handed bat has become fairly hard to find in baseball. So, and Conley early has 21 starts in the bigs. He's got a low 3 ERA. He's proven that he can pitch in the big leagues, in the playoffs. I get it. Good, young, talented pitcher. Analytically, he did not fit the bill for the Red Sox. I'm not saying that that's a good or bad thing, but this is what they judge this on. Chris Meade did, especially in Fenway, pull hitter with the wall. These are the reasons why they did it. I just don't think it's an atrocity, Raymond. I actually gave Breslow credit. I'm going to take it back here in a second, so just wait. I gave him credit for moving on from a name like Conley early. It's something that he has not been able to do in the past. He has not been able to swing a deadline deal that addressed anything that the Red Sox really needed. And this did. This kid had 17 home runs, was mashing the ball. He hit third in the lineup his first day on the Red Sox. He was going to fill a need if he continued the way that he was playing this year. And that's what they needed. So we went and got it. Well, I have a lot of caveats here I can get to, but your thoughts on my opinion there.
The biggest thing that you said last week is that you wanted Craig Breslow to get off of one of these guys, these homegrown talents like Conley early, Marcelo Mayer, and just make that big splash. He did it. So, yes, like you said, kudos to him. Is it unlucky what happened? Obviously, yeah, it's a fractured wrist. He probably won't be back the rest of the season because
probably
that's what's going to happen. That's just how our luck rolls. But I mean, Craig Breslow did something. It should be a check mark in his favor for this trade. It actually was something that they needed. It helped out tremendously for the 1 inning or 2 innings that he was in the lineup. So, yeah.
He struck out looking his first at bat, got hit in the wrist in second at that bat, and we might not see him for the rest of the season. It doesn't take. You said it was a big splash. It was a big splash for Breslow. It was not the name people.
It's not like a big major, but it's just something like you said. Craig Breslow wasn't known to do that. He wasn't. He was always scared to get rid of those top prospects or whatever like that. He did it. He
crossed a threshold.
Yes. What's next?
And listen. One more feather in Breslow's hat before I rip it all out. The reason he was able to do that is because he made the trade earlier this season to get Jake Bennett, who's another young lefty pitcher that came up and pitched well. So it made Conley early expendable. Oh, did I mention Conley early's on the injured list with an elbow injury, which is just
usually means Tommy
John to happen. Yeah. So it's not as big of a fleece as people want to call it for the Washington Nationals. In a vacuum, the trade itself, no problem. Here's why I worry about Craig Breslow. Conley early probably had more value than Chris Meade. If he had skill enough to package him with a big leaguer and some prospects, then you can go out probably and get some of these bigger names on the market. Now we're going to have to see how the market shakes out. Maybe no one shakes loose and this was the best he can do. We won't know. But on paper, you could make the argument that there's a deal to be made out there if you're willing to part with a Witherspoon in your system, an early, a Jaron Duran, like put a package of a big leaguer, a young pitcher, and some prospects. You can go get your shortstop. You can go get one of these bigger names that you want.
That starting pitcher.
Well, I'll get to that in a second. That is an argument that can be made. And that is where I still have doubts about Breslow because the deal with the Nationals was made with Paul Tobani, who was an underling to Craig Breslow with the Red Sox, who they already made a deal with earlier this year to get Jake Bennett, as I mentioned. So is this just an example of Craig Breslow having a connection with the guy that worked under him, and they're comfortable enough trading some of these lower prospects, low money. There's no big money being exchanged. It's not going to make or break either of them necessarily. It makes me a little bit worrisome that that's what went on here, as opposed to going out and making a real deal.
So now you just wait for him to do that. You need to wait for him to, before the deadline's over, go out there and make a team with the Mets.
Package me Meyer, Duran, Witherspoon, couple lower prospects there, and go get your shortstop, or as you just mentioned, go get another starting pitcher. Because I'm not sure they could afford to lose Conley early. Now, are you looking at it? Pitching has been they're
saving grace.
It's been good most of the season. The first month sucked. People kind of forget that, but it's been good most of the season. However, let me give you this starting lineup if you were to go into the playoffs right now, or not the starting lineup, but the starting five for the rotation.
The rotation.
Your number one starter heading into the playoffs is Sonny Gray. Great season. Great season. His reputation and history in the playoffs for big league clubs,
Joker.
not great.
Yeah.
Second guy, Ranger Suarez, complete opposite. He's also had a good season. Guy's a stud in the playoffs, so check mark. Good. But you're missing.
Didn't he bring Philly to the?
Yeah,
he brought Philly to the World Series. Yeah.
You're missing Garrett Crochet, who probably won't pitch again this year. That's a big miss.
Nope.
Beyond that, you're relying on Payton Pritchard, who's young and still has like 2.5 pitches. Jake Bennett, who's a fucking baby. Patrick Sandoval, who just came off 2 years of missing time. He looks okay in his first couple starts, but who knows? And from there, your next starter from there is Brian fucking Bayo. Okay. So you've got 5 guys there. I get it, but your pitching depth without Conley early, like all of a sudden starts to shrink up really fast. Now, those guys stay healthy and pitch well, then it's a moot thought. I still think they need a bat more than they need starting pitching, but it's going to be hard to pull that bat away from a starting shortstop is going to be a big haul. They might be able to get some more starting pitching depth, something a little bit more in Craig Breslow's wheelhouse, a little bit easier. So I would anticipate that happening over, the Peralta or, the kid from the Dodgers, or even Lindor, who you can keep. Mets. I don't want that stiff, but
I keep hearing that.
Yeah. So there are reports that they're not done. They're looking for a shortstop, but as we just mentioned, Angels. I said Dodgers. Angels. LA out there. Neto. Neto. They're in on Neto, the shortstop for the Angels, but it's going to take a fucking haul. I don't think they're going to get him. So I think they'll make another deal, Raymond. I would expect some type of 3, 4, 5 starting pitcher as opposed to a starting shortstop that you can slot in for the rest of the season here.
And just pray that guy just has a good run up to the playoffs.
Yeah, and hope that this Curtis Mead kid, it's not an actual broken wrist, and it's he can come back and give you a little something. No, probably not. There you go. There's your Red Sox segment. If you like that, go ahead and hit subscribe. If you didn't, share it. Tell everybody how much we suck. If you're watching live, stick around. We got some Patriots talk. Training. We're back. Training camp is here. Thank God. All right. We'll be right back.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, mid sip.
Mid sip. God, I'm working hard tonight. No, Bobby. What a
bitch.
Put me in overtime. 10 questions from Patriots Training Camp Edition. Number 1, jump right in here. What's going on with Christian Gonzalez deal? Just a little background. A little background.
Sorry.
They have not signed him. However, I was going to say walking corpse. I'm not going to say walking corpse of Robert Kraft. He's just very old. And we're not sure. He's kind of Mr. Burns at this point, I feel like. He was out there rambling that they have offered Christian Gonzalez the highest contract in the history of the NFL for cornerbacks, of which
Patriots history. Patriots history as well.
Yeah, that goes hand in hand. of which Christian Gonzalez has obviously not signed. They are still in negotiations. When he was asked about it, if he would be on the field, his answer was simply, I'll be out there when the pads come on. I'll be out there, as he repeated to Karen Garesian. What's your take on this? Where do you think they stand?
He's also mad that the Patriots leaked that out there and that Robert Kraft said that because he wants to keep that all internal. So
who said they're mad? I heard him do
Christian
one
Gonzalez.
interview, and I listened to the interview. He didn't seem mad. He just said, we're going to keep that in-house when he talked about it.
And he's upset that it got leaked out, maybe. Not mad, upset, disappointed. Anywho's, I think he's got to sign it. I think he will be the richest paid cornerback in the NFL. I think he's going to end up signing that deal before training camp's over, and he will be the highest paid player in Patriots history.
Yeah, it seems like
Because if he didn't want to do it, he wouldn't be there. I think he would have been holding out or had a fluke injury where he hurt his hamstring and he'd be sitting out for the remainder of training camp and for the first 4 weeks of freaking the regular season like he did last year. So like you said last week, Rich, I think that he will sign because if he didn't, he wouldn't be there.
Yeah, I think all of that's true. We're talking. Yeah, I think the entire situation is revolving around minutia, and it's revolving around contract minutia. How much is guaranteed? When does the money kick in? What's the signing bonus? How long is the deal? You know, I think I would have to imagine that's what most of the conversation is about. I don't think Robert Kraft, when he comes out and says these wild things, is straight up lying. I bet I saw 5 years, $195 million is the offer, which I think is the highest paid ever. But this is he's going into year 4. His rookie contract goes through year 5. So does that $30 million contract kick in year 6? Is he going to be here for the next 7 years? When's the opt-out? When does the guaranteed money end? Like, those are all the finer details. And the fact that he's here on the field tells me
It's a great sign.
that they're going to give him the inevitable money. It's just a matter of when does he get it, how does he get it, and how much is actually guaranteed.
Yeah.
I think that's probably it. So, yeah, if you're a Patriots fan, I think that's probably all positive thoughts, and he should be here for the full season unless he, pulls his fucking toenail and has to sit out 6 more weeks because he's soft as puppy dough. I'm not that high on the player, to be honest with you.
I know you're not. I am. It turned around on the Super Bowl when he had that performance in the Super Bowl.
God, why? Yeah, you know what Christian Gonzalez should do? He should send Sam Darnold half of his fucking contract for underthrowing the ball in that Super Bowl. Is what he should do, because Christian Gonzalez is 3.5 air yards from a throw from Sam Darnold from taking his money this year and being happy about it. Go watch he had that diving play up the middle of the field.
So negative.
Bona fide Super Bowl superstar play. The 3 or 4 other knockdowns, underthrown balls. Underthrown.
You just hate him.
I just don't think he's that. I don't think he's as good as a lot of people give him credit for. I think he's missed too much time. I have not seen him he made more impactful plays last year in the playoffs than ever before. I'll give him some credit for that, but it's not Patrick Surtain. It's not Singletary level. He's not in those guys' levels from an impact player standpoint. I don't believe.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see if he can live up for it. What happened with second-round pick Gabe Jacques?
He's fucking greedy motherfucker, and I hope he fails, and they hope they cut his ass after this with this whole contract. He's missed so much time because of the contract. It's like, what did you actually want? Like, you're a second-round pick. You're not a fucking top 5 player. You're a second-round pick. Why were you out for so long?
Let me pause you because you have not updated yourself on the information necessary to comment on the situation. The reason why he has missed time is because he had an unsanctioned. Now, this is not terribly corroborated, but all reports point to this. He had an unsanctioned surgery on his knee post or around the time of the draft that teams did not know about, including the Patriots. The reason why he is now signed, getting back in playing term, because the Patriots negotiated a 3-year injury clause, which is unheard of in the NFL for a rookie contract, which basically says if anything happens to you and you have to miss time because your knee, we can be out. You're gone.
Bobby Kraft. Bobby Kraft, smart dude. Smart dude, Bobby Kraft.
So it's not a greed thing from Gabe Jacques. It's a stupidity thing from him or his team or whoever Whoever
agent
told him
is-
to go get surgery and not tell anybody about it before getting drafted or around the time of getting drafted, or if he did it himself, morons. And now you better hope you produce, and you better hope that knee doesn't give you a problem, or you're on the street.
The motherfucker better rub some dirt on it.
So it wasn't greed; it was just stupidity. Generally, they go hand in hand. In this case, he gave up a lot of greed because he had to sign off on that injury waiver. I'm more concerned about. I don't want him to fail. He's a second round pick. He's 6'4", like 225. The dude's a monster. They need all the help they can get at rushing the passer. He was supposed to come in and be an immediate impact player in that role, and now he's a whole summer behind, half a summer behind. Obviously coming off a fucking knee injury. He's got a shoulder injury. He's got a back injury or something. He's got injury question marks all over the place. I need this kid to be brought up to speed and to be an impact physical motherfucker at the beginning of the season, within the first quarter of the season. And obviously, huge question marks on whether he's going to be able to do that. Mike Vrabel has talked well about him. He says, business is business. I think his quote was, Gabe unfortunately had to go through the business side of things sooner than a lot of players have to, but now he's through it. We're here with him. We're here for him. I think Vrabel really likes the kid in terms of a player and his play style. Hopefully he can get to him fast and get to the best of him because they need help. They need pass rushing help, man. Landry's still out. And who the free agent that they replaced Chason with Devontae Jones. Beyond that, they got their linebacking core is poo-poo and their edges is poo-poo. So it's certainly the biggest question mark on defense.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you were up to speed on that. My bad. Third question is, will Jaquez be able to contribute? Big question mark there. Fourth, here's an interesting one. Early out of camp, a lot of chatter about the wide receivers for the Patriots. Real quick, just to get us into this, and then I want your opinion on their depth and who's playing well and who do you want to keep. But should the Patriots keep Kayshon Boutte at this point?
Well, of course, he's a cornerstone. All the reps that him and Drake may have, and all the, they're like brothers. Like, if you got rid of him, what would happen with Kayshon Boutte?
Oh, they're unbelievable chemistry in their 35 catches last year.
Oh my
6
God.
touchdowns, 35 catches. Can't believe it. Now, the report is Kayshon Boutte has been the number one wide receiver in camp. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. That'll happen when you've been on the trade block and you are walking into your first free agency year in the NFL. You're gonna show out in the first week of training camp. You know who doesn't show out in the first week of training camp? AJ Brown.
Because he does
the guy that forced his way out of Super Bowl winning Philadelphia Eagles because Nick Sirianni's a weirdo prick. That guy coming in learning an offense probably does not show out week one. So the answer to my own question, do you keep Kayshon Boutte right now? Yeah. I keep as much talent as you can. If the return for Kayshon Boutte is a 5th or 6th round pick, I keep him.
Yeah.
I keep him and you
then
hold on.
Be ready to lose him. Yeah. Get ready to lose him in the offseason.
Bingo. Now, if someone wants to come talk to me about a third, all right. Bye, Kayshon.
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Outside of Boutte, what is your take? So reports are Dobbs and Brown are starting a little slow. Your starting wide receiver core right now is AJ Brown. This is your depth chart, according to reports. AJ Brown, Romeo Dobbs. Get ready. No, I don't like saying this. It hurts
This
hurts my ball sack.
This is hilarious.
Demario fucking Douglas.
Yep.
Demario, training camp hero Douglas. Mac Collins, who's the most underappreciated player on this fucking team, maybe, in his no shoe wearing weird ass. There's your top 4. Kayshon Boutte comes in above Matt Collins, but we just talked about it. So that's your 5. Boutte, Hollins, Demario Douglas. Dobbs was the big free agency signing, and obviously AJ Brown the trade. And then from there, Kyle Williams and Efton Chisholm on the outside looking in. Your thoughts on the slow start for the big names and rounding out the rest of that receiver room?
The slow start from the big names, obviously that's going to happen. It's training camp week 1. You're at the new team. You're trying to get situated, trying to find the new lingos and all that. So it's gonna take some time. AJ Brown, I guess he was making some mistakes and Vrabel called him out on it, or showboating and Vrabel called him out. So that's going to happen. But for these other guys, this is it. This is the chopping block. I don't think if they make the practice squad, they're going to be gobbled right up. So go show out, go show off, and hopefully one of these guys can go get a trade and bring in the 5th round or 4th round pick like Efton Chisholm or Kyle Williams. I think Kyle Williams, he's a one-trick pony. He can just run fast, straight down the field and catch the ball. Nothing to it. Efton Chisholm is more of a guy that you want to keep because he can do punt returns and kick returns. So hopefully it's Efton Chisholm that stays and they can get something for Kyle Williams.
They're not going to give up on Kyle Williams. There's a lot of one-trick ponies in the NFL who run fast down the field that are effective in the NFL. Can
they catch the ball?
McDaniels figure out? Kyle Williams has caught the ball when they've thrown it to him, but sometimes when he knows it's coming. I'm not necessarily willing to. Can Pop Douglas get out of my face? Can you people, team, players, coaches, fans, this guy doesn't get it. It's like his 6th year in the NFL. He doesn't watch him on game day. He does not have football instincts. Chisholm, I think, is as slow as he's probably slower than you, Raymond.
Fuck you.
He's got football instincts. I'm not saying I want him. I'm just saying there's something there. And Kyle Williams is fast. You can't teach speed. And it's his 2nd year. I'm not giving up on a 2nd year 3rd round pick or whatever it was, 4th round pick. Fifth year? 6th year? Pop Douglas?
Hold on. I'm trying to find it.
Here's the guy I'm most concerned about, Romeo Doubs. Romeo Doubs comes from a West Coast Shanahan offense in Green Bay. It takes a while to be able to assimilate to Patriots offense traditionally from that. And it's not like he's always been the number one guy. It's his 4th year. Douglas 4th year. I'm worried about Romeo Doubs. Now, AJ Brown's also coming from West Coast offense, but a guy with the physicality of AJ Brown who has clearly lost the step, who's not, if they're not using AJ Brown on in-cut slants, back shoulder throws, fucking classic button hook, just like tight end from the X position, then Josh McDaniels doesn't know what he's doing. He's not.
That's why
he doesn't.
DeAndre Hopkins is there.
We'll get to that. Number one concern, Romeo Doubs, and then Pop Douglas is 2 through 10. Get that fucking guy out of here. Get that guy out of here. I'll give Kyle Williams 1 more year. People are too hard on Kyle Williams. This is his 2nd year. Run him down the sideline and throw it to him for 80 yards. See if you can catch it.
He'll do it once.
And F you with Efton Chisholm. Unless you're gonna give him the Wes Welker, Julian Edelman, and Danny Amendola white boy role officially, stop tickling my balls with Efton Chisholm. Okay?
Maybe he's not handsome enough.
He's definitely not. He's not Jules level handsome. That's for sure.
Fuck no.
Who are you most interested in seeing on the defensive side of the ball? Seeing play, seeing what they can contribute.
I'm going to steal your answer. I guarantee it. Kevin Beard.
Ooh, I went the other way. I went Craig Woodson.
Really? All right, fine. Very good. So we're going safety, though. We're going safety. So, yeah, obviously you want to see what this kid can do. Not kid. He's old. I want to see what Kevin can do. So let's see what you have a free safety now, Rich. Let's see what it looks like.
I have been calling for it since the loss of Devin McCourty. They decided to abandon that position along with left tackle until recently. Kevin Beard signing. The quote I just read, the reason why I asked this question, I read a quote from him. He was talking up Craig Woodson like crazy. I think Craig Woodson had a real decent year last year. Yeah. Playing out of position most of the time. Kevin Beard, to your point, signed a 1-year deal. He's 31 or 2 or 3.
30, yeah, something like that.
Maybe older. He's on the back end of his career. He's not going to be here for very much longer. So, is Woodson a guy that can step into that role when he's gone?
32. He's going to be 33. Shit.
There you go. Can he manage the middle of the field? Can he be that guy? Can Craig Woodson be that guy? Or is he more of a Patrick Chung player in the box? Seems like he's got a little bit of a hybrid game to him. I'd love to see him evolve into a center fielder type of safety that can manage his defense. That's what I'd love to see from Craig Woodson. I have no idea if he's that type of player. He showed flashes last year. They're talking him up now. I'd love to see it. Like his maturity is beyond his age, all that stuff. So generally that results into that type of player.
Yep.
Same question, offensive side of the ball.
Drake May. I mean, you're the one that said it last week that you're not impressed. You can't wait for the season to start to see like all the stuff that he didn't work on in the offseason come to light. So let's see what he's got. I heard he's bulked up. Yeah, I'm interested to see the franchise quarterback.
It's the obvious answer. Certain throws that he has to make, certain decisions he has to make. We're going to know pretty soon if he has a connection with his two big money wide receivers you just got. Let me move off the obvious answer and give you one that's a little bit intriguing in the same vein. Vera Tucker.
Oh.
Can you get Vera Tucker to form and keep him healthy on the left side of the line? Help anchor a out of place Will Campbell. Will Campbell's another good answer if you want, but if you put a really solid guard next to Will Campbell, that can really solidify a lot for you. Jared Wilson, offensive line is the real answer, but at Jared Wilson, Vera Tucker, left side of the line, Will Campbell, you give Drake May time. I think he can be as good as anybody in the NFL from a quarterback position.
I think anyone can if you give him enough time.
I think Vera Tucker is a real linchpin to that success. All the talent in the world. Can he stay healthy and can they get him on
Jared Wilson playing center? That's an also interesting one. Can he do it?
Yeah, I think that's an interesting spot to start from, which will lead to Drake May's success. Here's a quick one. Will Mike Vrabel keep it in his pants this year?
Nope.
Yeah, probably not. Scale of 1 to 10. What's your worry level of Will Campbell? 1 to 10. 10 being the worst, 1 being not so worried.
4. I'm gonna go 4.
4.
Yeah, I'm not worried about him. I think he's going to learn. I think he is one of these guys that can learn from his mistakes. He's been with a lot of veteran offensive tackles this offseason working on his game.
Optimistic Homer Ray in
I mean,
the training camp.
Give it to him. Let's see what he can do.
But hope, baby.
I mean, when you look at the tape, like obviously he came back from injury. Maybe he wasn't 100%. Let's see what he looked great. Before he got injured, he wasn't that bad. Like he looked like a rookie left tackle. Each game getting progressively better. Let's see what he can do at 100%.
I'm going 6. I'm not going to couch it at 5. The answer is 5, but I'm going 6 because I think ultimately he's out of position. He's got great coaches and a lot of talent around him. It won't show. Like most of regular season last year, it didn't show. But when the lights shine brightest and he's going up against, the biggest, baddest pass rushers and he's on an island, I think he loses. And that makes me say 6, maybe higher. Okay. Here you go. Full circle here. Can DeAndre Hopkins be the answer the Patriots have always been looking for at the wide receiver coach?
I mean, AJ Brown was laughing his ass off watching DeAndre Hopkins teaching some drills on the other day. So yeah, hopefully it will work out. He was, he wasn't the fastest guy. He was one of those big physical guys. So hopefully that AJ Brown can learn from. I mean, obviously they probably trained together in the offseason before because
how much older is Hopkins than AJ Brown? They can't be that far apart.
Please hold.
Hopkins was in here to make the team like 3 years ago, 4 years. Belichick let him walk out the door. This was the Judon Instagram.
He's 34 years old.
Okay, so he's 5 years older than AJ Brown. How much is he going to teach AJ Brown? He's going to teach AJ Brown shit.
I'm hoping.
DeAndre Hopkins as the coach. Belichick let Hopkins walk out the door when they desperately needed him in the Mac Jones era to go to Tennessee for like $1 million more. And here he is. He's back to help Kyle fucking Williams box out some players on the outside. We'll see. Last question here for the Patriots. Can you name the kicker?
Andres Borregales.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot. There's your Patriots segment. We'll be right back with Dr. Big Mac's Mystery Laugh Shack.
As you can see by the graphic, Richard, this is what we're going to be talking about. Bobby Vine.
Oh, I don't want to do this.
I do.
Oh, well, all right.
This is what happens when you don't show up.
Some framework in.
Of course.
Okay, please go.
I mean, let's paint the picture. The guy that comes on this show has white walls as a background, no pictures, no nothing, just very bland. Let's go through the day in the life of Bobby. Just like, we don't know it. I mean, we come on here once a week, we talk, but what is Bobby Vine? Like, what does he do? He's very mysterious. Doesn't have social media, so you don't know what he's doing. He never posts, he never talks about his wife, never talks about his kids. So let's just go through a day in the life of the Chief.
Okay. I know Bobby a little bit better than you, so I can give you some insight. I'm going to stay away from the personal stuff because I haven't been around him personally like that in a little bit. Also, I don't want to talk about that. But do you have are you about to present a potential day in the life?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll comment on it, or would you like to?
Yeah, of course.
So you have you've mocked up a day of the life of Chief Bobby Vine.
Yeah.
Great. I'm here for it. Let me pour a drink. Go ahead.
All right. So obviously the man goes to bed like everyone else and wakes up. I think his routine is very simple. 6:45, wakes up, has a cup of coffee, black, because he doesn't like to put any sugars on that, and it's not healthy. Have you seen his physique? He's a very healthy man. And then proceeds to have his rabbit pellet shit as he does at precisely 7 o'clock every morning.
Let me push back just quietly here. I think he probably shits before coffee. That's how weird he is. He probably just comes up.
That's a great point. Great point. Wakes up, rabbit shit, then black coffee.
He might be a wait to the office to get a coffee kind of guy. He might not even do it at home. I don't think he's a big coffee guy, number one.
I think he does it just to do it.
Yeah, I think it's more of an oral fixation. That's not a dick sucking joke. That's a real thing. He might be a wait to the coffee, but he definitely pops out the rabbit pellets before coffee, I think.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. I don't think he eats breakfast at home. I think he waits to get to the office.
No breakfast. No breakfast.
I know him and his wife work at the same place. I think they take separate vehicles because he doesn't want to be in the same vehicle as her. Definitely. And I think he just listens to like 90s like Ja Rule, like to get his day started. Like that's how his commute to work is. Like that's his commute. Work at the same place as my wife, but we're going to take two separate vehicles because I don't want to be in your car. I need to get jacked up and ready for this.
Yeah, I do think separate vehicles for a lot of what you're saying. Also, with kids, there's probably there's something to having two cars for the mobility. So that's probably right. Definitely old school hip hop is what he's listening to. Now, if you went to the podcast realm, where do you think he goes in the podcast?
Well, he always talks about these conspiracy theories that he's going to bring to the table, but never does. So I think it's a conspiracy theory kind of thing, like as a rotation of just weird conspiracy theories about the moon, JFK, stuff like that. That's my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but what's your thought?
I think that's a dream life for him. I think he'd really like to get into it. He probably doesn't. I bet he has some static bullshit. He works at a bank. He probably has some he probably listens to some work related shit or like industry related shit.
I think he hates his job and hates the numbers game. So I think he wants to clear that out. That's why I think it's something mind numbing like conspiracy theories where it's not work related.
Yeah. That's probably right. We're somewhere in the middle there. Somewhere in the middle.
All right. Now he, as you said, he works at a bank, so he gets there probably around 8:30. His first thing is, I guarantee he has a guy like a whipping boy that he just makes fun of all the time. In high school, he was like that. Like you'd find the person and it was Jared Pykush. Jared Pykush was a guy. It was the whipping boy. No, fuck that. But yeah, he would always go after Pykush. He has a Pykush at work.
Yeah, he's got a real bully energy. Punches down.
Oh God, yeah.
He is in a position of somewhat of power. I think he holds a management role.
Yeah,
he's definitely in an office.
Yeah,
of which we know he has enough free time to punch out some work related, podcast related things.
Yeah,
he probably figuratively bangs his face against the wall through useless meetings.
Yep.
And then plots revenge against the people he hates most in the office, but mostly
part of the commute. That's part of the commute. Listen to Ja Rule, or what? And he hears that and he's thinking of the new Pykush. that he has there.
Yeah, the whipping boy.
Yeah.
And do you have anything about his lunchtime hour?
Of course. It's definitely something healthy. Now, again, he works with his wife. Don't think he sits with her in the car because obviously we know that there is a male escort that frequents that parking lot.
I was just gonna say he eats a boring salad in a plastic bowl.
That's what I was thinking. That like Italian dressing or
no dressing. Fucking dry dogs it. Dry dogs a boring salad in a plastic bowl. Waits for his incest homeless cousin to come around. Gives him a quick knob. Doesn't even come. Just is like, this is fucking. I don't know why I'm doing this. Gets mad about it. He gets him out of there. Walks inside, half chubbed. Finds his piskosh and whips him for some TP reports. Sits down, scrolls ESPN for something. Never reads anything, just scrolls.
Just like one of those doom scrollers.
Scroll. ESPN headlines, and now we're at 3:00.
Yep, and now it's time to go home. Say to your wife, see you later.
Hours.
Banking hours. Now you're going home. Commute, same thing. 90s hip hop, Ja Rule once again. But now it's thinking about, now I have to go home and deal with the kids.
Do you think that he listens to a local radio station?
Nope. I think he's a Apple CarPlay kind of guy.
I don't know. He might be too cheap for it.
All it is a fucking plug. Right into your phone.
I'm not ruling out local Hartford radio. Like 9 to 5. Here we are again. DJ fucking suck my tits.
I don't think so.
All
I think he's straight fucking Apple CarPlay. Why would he want to listen to what people tell him he should be listening to?
No, I don't know. Everyone has a little tick. Everyone has a little tick.
Yep.
Like that mindlessness when you walk out of work. Like you don't want to think. You don't want to think about anything. You just like.
Yeah, you gotta shut it off. You gotta shut it off and just drown it all out. Going home, I feel like he texts his wife, who's in another car, even though they work at the same spot, what he wants for dinner. Because I don't see him being a cooker. I think he just sits there. When the meal is ready, he comes to the table and then eats the food, says, "Woman, I am done with my food. You now wash the dishes." I feel like that's it. Or maybe there's a plethora of kids there. Maybe they have all different chores where they take the plates and bring it to him. But he doesn't do any of that.
I know this may be dipping my toe over the water a little bit into the personal scenario. I do believe there's a caretaker in what many call an in-law suite.
Yes.
And
you think she's the one? You think he'd text her?
I don't know. There may be some crossover there.
Okay, but do you think he cooks or does he have someone prepare the meal for him?
I think generally the meal's prepared for him. He probably has a couple things up his sleeve if he needs it done, like most people.
Of course. What do you think is his bread and butter? I think it's Kraft mac and cheese, if anything.
Yeah, he could probably do a pasta.
Yeah,
maybe a simple meat.
No meat.
No,
zero meat.
It's probably true. I don't know. I have no insight.
That's what I'm saying. He's a mysterious man. That's why I'm doing this little exercise with you right now.
Yeah.
So now we're at dinner time. I think after dinner time before bedtime, it's just him either on a computer doing work stuff or just mindlessly sitting at the watching the television.
I think he's after dinner. He is mindfully suppressing his rage, and he's got three or four kids running around.
Ooh.
Yeah, I
take it back. He puts on a sleeveless shirt, goes into his workout gym downstairs, and just bench presses.
Oh yeah. He's definitely have to slip up some workout time.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot that he was a big bench press guy.
Yeah, he probably puts up the bar, maybe
5 pounds.
Yeah, if you can fit it on there.
But
he's a king of reps. He's the king of reps.
Oh yeah,
45, 100 times easy.
Yeah, and you know that sleeveless shirt definitely tucked into his shorts.
Oh yeah, athletic talk all the way.
All day.
Yeah, Yeah, easily. He's got some twitch going on. Easily aggravated at this time.
Oh yeah,
Um,
and using that to motivate him to get that 20 reps in.
Yeah,
for sure.
What time is bedtime? You think?
I think it's 9:15.
Yeah.
Like if the kids are up when he gets out of the gym or from the basement and comes upstairs, c'est la vie. If not, he pats them on the head, says good night, goes to bed, looks at his phone for 5 minutes, and then goes to bed and repeats.
What is he looking at his phone? No social media.
That's the crazy part. Why does he have a phone if he doesn't have social media? What is he looking at?
Maybe
ESPN,
Yahoo.com,
ESPN,
Yeah.
Hartford News Now.
Yeah, maybe eBay. Just scrolling eBay for.
Maybe he's maybe he's a constant bidder on eBay, looking at new TPs.
Yeah,
Wig
it is
wands.
an enigma.
Yeah.
An enigma.
Yeah, but I think he has a very set schedule, and that's what he does.
Yeah, this was enlightening.
See, I told you 5 minutes or 20 minutes. It was your pick.
Somewhere in between.
I grabbed it. I grabbed it for you
This is enlightening. We have to send this directly to him because he's never going to see it.
because he doesn't have social media.
Yeah. We're going to send it directly to him. We're going to have to get some answers next week. If you're listening to this, tune in next week. It's going to be Wednesday.
Perfect.
Tune in at 8 o'clock and see
8 o'clock. Wow.
Chief Bobby's response for
And how right we were.
all of these unanswered questions that we totally answered all the way through. If you're with us live, stick around. We got Simplest Minds of the Week. Go ahead, hit subscribe, share it, tell your friends, tell your mothers. Be right back.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
Welcome, Simplest Minds of the Week here, July 28th, 2026. I think these are pretty good, Raymond.
I like two of them. I like two of the three.
You like two of the three?
I like two of the three.
All right. Hold on. Well, they'll stick around here for the one that did not quite land home for the obvious one. We've seen now. We've both seen these before.
But I still will laugh.
They're very funny. I will laugh as well. And I like to gauge Bobby's reaction to know if I did a good job picking.
He goes,
yeah. Yeah. You're an easy laugh, which is a good thing. Although I guess one of these is not going to get you. We'll see which one. This first one's called Beautiful Moment.
nice little proposal, and yeah. So my question is, what's her job there?
Just get the picture, man. Just get the picture.
Well, who's videotaping this?
Oh, another friend.
Ah!
Oh, down again. It's like they're oblivious, though. Oh, she gets the shot, though. She
got the shot. She got the shot on the ground, but man, that beach.
The beach will get you. It's an uneven surface.
I've never seen a beach whale before, but
There you go. That was a lot of beef on that beach.
2 tons of fun right there.
God love them. They work hard day in and day out just to get through the day.
What are we talking about?
They don't get enough credit. Oh, they're nothing. This one's called Fedora, Mr. Fedora. Good job, Mr. Fedora.
This is awesome. Oh yeah. Oh man.
Oh, it almost makes me think it's fake to think that he was going to get it.
No.
I think it's real though. I watched it. Give me one more time.
Absolutely. you want to give a little breakdown before we watch it?
Oh, yeah. For anyone listening, we've got a man in a fedora riding a dirt bike that revs up, stops the bike, looks at the camera, tries to give a little fishtail rev, and drives directly into a wall. Badass. What up?
It's a brick wall. It's a fucking brick wall that he fucking nails. Head on.
Oh my god, the fact that there are billions of people alive is unbelievable. All right, so 2 out of 3. I see you laughing. So this is the one that did not land home for you? This
That was the first one. The first one wasn't the one. The first one was
because you felt akin.
Yes.
Okay.
Been there, done that. This one's fucking hilarious.
Wait, you've been there, done that? You've been so fat that you've fallen in beach sand?
Well, no, you and Bobby always put me in that category as the fat guy, so I felt bad for them.
Oh, you're not that fat. Those guys were enormous. I mean, that was unhealthy.
Thank you.
When the purge comes, they're not making it. They're like,
until they can't run away.
No, that was tough. That was tough to watch. You're right. The first one was a little tough. Also,
I mean, I laughed, but it was funny. But I just thought these other two were.
This last one's classic, called "Almost Made It."
Here he is. Is he gonna try the lunge?
Go on then. 1,
Not even
2,
fucking
3,
close.
go.
It's the accent. It's the accent.
Oh, you look at him run. No shot, dude.
Yeah.
Dave.
Dave. That's what got me. Dave. He knew
when you first start watching that, you look at him like, wow, all right, let's see. Like maybe he split. And then as soon as he starts running, it's like, oh, it's
nope.
One more
Especially
time.
when he stutters. He stutters at one point.
Before, like,
you
just
like,
stand
nope,
still
you're
and
done.
jump, you dummy.
Yeah, you're done.
Here he is. Is he gonna try the lunge?
Go on then. 1, 2, 3, go. Dave.
You hear his head bounce? Did you hear his fucking or chin, whatever? Like that just that fuck. You heard that?
Go on then, go.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3. What were they?
Dave.
That's whiskey.
Dave.
That's got to be whiskey. Whiskey.
Oh, it's definitely hard alcohol.
My initial thought was vodka because generally this is an Eastern European kind of video, but they were clearly Irish or English, or their accents were Irish or English, I think.
United Kingdom.
Yeah, there you go. Good for you, geography.
Thank you.
You got to try some type of whiskey. Was an effect there.
Go
ahead already.
Something was definitely had. He did not make it.
He might not be around. This has been the 7 Mind Sports Show, Friday Rewind live, Tuesday, July 28th. Go ahead, hit subscribe for us now. Share your friends, tell your mothers. We will be back with you next Wednesday, Raven.
At 8 o'clock, you said.
Oh, shit, did I?
You did? I have it on camera.
Okay, well, we'll see. Bye-bye.
See you at 8:30. Bye-bye.
The Celtics are dumb front-running pussies. This is the same team they have been for 4 years running.
Well, my worst nightmare came true. Missoula and Mayo are friends. What the fuck? Apparently, they've known each other since Virginia. They have these docking sessions where they talk about ball and managing people.
I'm on vacation. I'm going to quay all these. I'm going to fucking watch them this week.
Do you say quay?
Is it not quay?
It's Q. It's Q.